Hello, welcome to Keto Corner. This is Lynn, a keto and intermittent fasting coach. Today I want to bring to you more benefits, part 3 of the keto benefits that I have noticed since living this lifestyle. And today is all about beauty. I saved this category for last because I do sort of think of it as the least important. But it's really neat how these benefits are also sort of indicators of better health. So let's jump in. 9 benefits here. Number 1 is cellulite. I used to have little bumps of cellulite on the back of my legs. I had them for years. And I noticed about 6 months in that they were gone. And this is amazing. So, and I really like that because that was something that always annoyed me. I also noticed with my legs. So I work out, and I've always done a workout. I just have been very prone to exercise. I like it. I enjoy it. And I noticed that when I would do my crunches, so I do my crunches with my legs up in the air, and when I would do these, I noticed that my track legs are coming back from high school. So I ran track in high school, and not every year, but my legs were always in the best shape during track season. And they're back. I just have so much definition and tone. It's really pretty amazing. Benefit number 2, body composition. So I've talked about weight loss, but this is more about inches lost. So I have lost inches around my waist, around my upper arms, around my calves, around my thighs. I've lost inches off my back. I did not measure, and I really wish I would have because it has been pretty astounding. And I highly recommend measuring if you're just getting started, especially. Measure around your belly button so that you have a real concrete place to go back to for your measuring. Measure right at your armpit, like right here across, so that you have a real consistent place to measure, because that's easy to find back. And then also measure your upper hip, the same thing. Those 3 areas will really give you a good indication whether you're losing inches or not. And it's been amazing for me. I really wish I would have measured that. Okay, number 3, better appearance in clothes. So this is a beauty-related thing. I had mentioned, practically speaking, that more clothes fit when I go into the dressing room now than ever before. And that is definitely true, and I love it. I don't dread the dressing room. But this is more about the fact that the clothes really look so much better on me, and they're more comfortable too, because nothing is grabbing in weird areas. I'm not having to suck my gut in, or I'm better proportioned, and so clothes just hang a lot nicer on me, and that is really, it's just gives me more confidence, and I just feel better about myself. Number 4 is hair growth. So I've mentioned my eyebrows before, and it's pretty amazing. The hair has really grown back in my eyebrows. I used to, it would stop right here and diminish to nothing. And now I have a full line of hair, and I do think this is related to healing in my thyroid. But I also have new hair growth in my hair, so I have 6 inches of new growth. So the first 6 inches of my hair are thicker than this part down here. But it's amazing, and this is the longest my hair has ever been, and I'm kind of playing with long hair, at 52, the first time I'm having long hair, but I just figure, why not? Why not play around with it for a while? I don't know if I'll keep long hair or not, but it sure is interesting to see what might be possible for me in that regard. Okay, so number 5, I said the eyebrows already. Okay, so that was 4 and 5. Number 6 revolves around skin. So I used to have an oily area here, and I would be drier around my mouth and dry right here through my eyebrows. In fact, I would have flaking skin between my eyebrows. I can remember flaking that off. And I don't have that anymore. My skin is pretty consistent all over. I don't have dry patches or oily patches anymore. And that is so nice. I'm not noticing any of that. And it would get really worse, a lot worse during the winter. And we're in January now, and I'm not noticing that. The other thing with skin is that I used to have these really dry patches on my elbow. Right around my elbow, there would be kind of redness, it would be chapped. And so I make a lot of my own lotions and balms, and I use natural products, but I would have to use my toughest balm for my elbows. I also noticed like flakier skin on my calf area, and I would have to use it down there too. I haven't used it, this year. Like I said, we're in January, and I'm not noticing a need for that. I may even be able to just stop making the body balm. I think just plain old coconut oil is probably going to work just fine for my moisture needs. So that is number 6. Number 7, glowing skin. My skin is just more radiant than it was before keto and intermittent fasting. And I will say that my skin is the most radiant after my longer fast. I do a longer fast. I intermittent fast daily and do a longer fast 1 day a week. And after that fast, that's when my skin looks the best. It looks the most radiant, has the most glow. And when I've done 2 5-day fasts and a 4-day fast, and my skin looks amazing at the end of those longer fasts. So it really rejuvenates the skin. I think the fasting is key, for the radiance in your skin. The next one would be redness in the eye. I am prone to having bloodshot eyes, and I definitely have noticed an improvement with keto and fasting. And my eyes are the least red after my fast again. And I noticed at the end of my 5-day fast, my longer fast, that the whites of my eyes are almost purely white. So the longer fasts really, they're doing something there. And it's amazing how it seems to be slowly improving. It's one of my goals to really deal with that and see how that improves over, with more time. Then number 9, and this one is kind of a strange one, toenail healing. So I had this particular toenail that had a horizontal crack in it. And I was trying to think back to when I first noticed it. And I counted back at least 10 years, but honestly, I think it's a lot more than that. But I don't want to say more than 10 years for sure. Anyway, I kept thinking, it's going to grow out, it's going to grow out. But no, this crack was in the exact same location. And it was slightly raised in that area too. So I thought, is this a fungal infection? Is this from yeast overgrowth? I've read that it could be thyroid or liver issues. Anyway, I was checking last week, getting ready for this video, and it is gone. I don't know when that happened, because this last summer, I get pedicures. I'll get a pedicure or 2 over the summer, and it was definitely still there. So I'm not exactly sure when it happened, but it's gone. There is no mark there. There's no crack, and it's really hard to believe, and I just am going to feel so much better. And I used to have these little white marks on my toenail too that are gone as well. So the white marks now are at the very top of my nails, and I'm assuming that those are just going to clip off at some point. So there you have it. Those are my 9 beauty benefits that I have noticed so far since starting keto and fasting. And it's really remarkable. And like I said, I really feel like they're an indication of improving health too. So I love them for that. And I will say, if you're trying to lose or have a desire to lose, say, more than 25 pounds, the fasting part of this becomes really important, just in dealing with loose skin. So I do a lot of reading and a lot of research on this. I listen to testimony after testimony regarding keto and intermittent fasting and weight loss. And there's a lot of complaints about loose skin. And the people who complain the most about loose skin are people who are not fasting. So I really highly recommend the fasting component if you're looking to lose a considerable amount of weight. So there you have it. So at this point, I have reflected on 40 benefits that I have noticed from keto and intermittent fasting. 40 is a special number for me. I just feel like, wow, 40 benefits. I have never experienced anything like it. And so it's really rather shocking. And I hope if you're thinking about keto, maybe you haven't started, maybe you haven't been all in yet, that you will really give keto and intermittent fasting a really great try and really go for it. I think you're going to love it. And I think you'll find it just as amazing as I have. And so we'll be moving forward in another video with tips, around making this possible, making it as easy as possible, making the transition as easy as possible into keto and intermittent fasting, because you do want to take it slow. You want small changes, not big changes, because your body needs to get used to things. And so, anyway, thank you for visiting, and see you in my next video. Bye.